When the sunrise, when the sun.
Child, now it's showing its ugly face. What can I do? Music creeps into my dreams, wakes me into sweaty sheets, abandons me when nights died out. What can I do? What can I do? So I better use my legs and run before it is too late to flee. I feel there is no other way. It's what I can do, what I can do. Then I want to be with you, but you know there's music too. Don't let jealousy alert you. Stop this, get right. Stop this, get right. makes me all I've ever desired. The money on my mind, I count it every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I count it. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 24/7, and I stack it. Driving in my car, fake air and I inhale it. Our party's going down, and everybody's counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, jumping on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, running around, hustle and bustle. In paper we trust to give us all we need. We're falling down, giving up on decency. Filling our pockets with empty dreams. Filling our pockets with empty dreams. Scattered all around, collected for the fun. Much as I have, wanna get more. Need my house, my plane, my car. Oh no, the money on my mind. Oh no. Oh no, the money got my mind.
Hello there, folks! Welcome back to Fast Facts Live, part of the inauguration parade across America. I am your host, your sergeant at arms, your baton twirler in the front who drops the baton and ends up tripping over the baton, Dan O'Keefe. And we got a fun game of trivia for you tonight. Also here, the man running the show, the man clicking his mouse right now to make sure that everything's working. The man who I'm going to keep stalling until I know that he's ready to show up on camera. The man who is wearing headphones right now. Oh, he's ready. It's Tom Hillmeyer. Hi, Tom. How are you?
Why didn't you think I was ready?
Oh, no, you were looking at your computer screen and clicking and all the buttons and stuff.
I'm just making sure levels are all right.
Okay.
Yeah. I also forgot to hit start recording.
Oh.
So the official recording has like your first word cut off. The YouTube recording's fine.
No.
And that's all that matters.
No.
You can also hear me now.
We're restarting. Fade to black. We're doing it over.
No.
Yeah, as I pop into Tom's frame. Fun excitement with Tom. He has a new microphone. He bought a lavalier mic on the internet.
It was like $5 to $10.
He doesn't know how much he paid for it.
Well,
That comes later.
I Googled, I searched on Amazon, lav mic, and then picked the first one. It had a lot of good reviews.
I believe it.
Okay.
How many did this one have?
Plenty, because that one was like $100. But that's a better mic.
You see that? My voice, $100. Tom's voice, $5 to $10. You can hire both of us on Upwork.
But you actually can. I'm on
I know.
Upwork. I'm on Pushpin too.
What's Pushpin?
It's like an Upwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Upwork,
I think I'm
but
also on
Pushpin.
Fiverr. Like I have some stuff on Fiverr. If you want a logo or like a graphic for your sports, you can hit me up on Fiverr.
You hear that? Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr with 3 R's. You don't know where they go,
It
though.
is. I think it does have 3 R's.
I don't know. So, many of you know that there were events happening today.
What?
The inauguration of the 46th President of the United States, the oldest president ever, actually. He is older taking office than Ronald Reagan was when he left office. In case you missed the happenings at the Capitol today, the inauguration ceremony, I'll give you a quick rundown of everything that went on. So first, the outgoing president, Donald Trump, he gave this weird goodbye speech where he made like a foiled movie villain exit where he was like, "You'll see me soon. You don't know how, but you'll see me soon." And then he waved like Nixon and got into a helicopter and a plane and flew to Florida. And then at the Capitol, everybody showed up, meaning all the old rich people in America were there. And there was a ceremony.
And A-Rod.
Yeah, I said old rich people. If you're over 40, you're old. So there was a ceremony. Jennifer Lopez sang God Bless America, I think, and she also threw in a line from Let's Get Loud in there, which I was aware was in the song, but I had forgotten until she said it. Lady Gaga flew in on a red cloud and sang the national anthem. Joe Biden was sworn in as president. Kamala Harris was sworn in as vice president. And then he gave a speech that I honestly didn't pay that much attention to because I was playing Bubble Bobble at the same time. This was all during the workday, so you can tell where my priorities were. And then the first ever National Youth Poet Laureate gave what I have been told was an incredible poetry reading of her own poem, and you should look that up.
I don't think she was the poet laureate.
She was the first youth poet laureate. I knew that because Obama named her that in 2017.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But
When she was like 16?
yeah, exactly. I don't honestly know what the content of her speech was because, again, I was focused on my game of Bubble Bobble. And then other stuff happened. I don't know. They went for a walk. And that's it. That's really the day. And then there was a parade across America where the New Radicals reformed for the first time in 20 years to sing You Get What You Give because that is Kamala Harris's husband's favorite band.
So you're telling me all I have to do is have my spouse elected vice president to have my favorite 90s bands regrouped?
Yes.
Oh, that's easy.
Isn't your favorite 90s band still together, though? U2 is still together.
Oh, I thought they were more of like a forever band. Like they're not confined to one decade.
Speaking of presidential politics, you heard of Forever Wars. Get ready for Forever Bands. U2 forcibly coming to your iPhone this summer.
I love that album.
I know. Okay, we've talked enough. There are rules on how to play this game. Here they are.
Hello, I'm ChartyBot, an automated trivia scoring system. Now loading preferences and initializing Fast Facts Live. There will be 5 categories of 5 questions each. You will have 30 seconds to answer each question. You can use a double or nothing for 1 round per game. If you got all of the questions right in that round, you get twice as many points. If you got even 1 wrong, you get no points for that round. You will wager between 0 and 10 points for the Hail Mary question at the end of the game. This will be the most difficult question of the evening, so wager cautiously. Welcome to the game. Good luck.
Hi, it's me twice. Speaking of things that have threatening auras, the computer telling you good luck. I have to issue one quick correction. Lady Gaga sang the national anthem. I have been informed that, well, she is rich. She's not old. That's all the correction I have.
Yeah, I don't think she's that old.
No. I don't know. How old is everybody older than me is intensely older, and everyone younger than me is a literal child. I don't understand how age works, or time. By the way, we have teams, and I should probably read them before we get into the first round. So in the order that you signed up in, we've got With Liberty and Drama Goons for All, Quiz Cats, You Drive Like a Blind Dog, Here Comes the Sun, Junk in the Trunk, Extra Weight in the Front, Two of a Kind, Hocus Pocus, FDT, 25 Years and Counting, Joseph P. Ferber and Sons, Olaf's Cool Kids Who Stan Kamala, NOLA in all caps, Alan Rickman in all lowercase, Don't Put Peas in That, and Egg Girl and Her Busty Sidekick Scrambled Eggs. So we got a fun game for you tonight. We have no presidential round. I bet you didn't expect that.
Should we show them the tiebreaker envelope?
We should. So if you see that envelope behind me, we're changing up how we're doing the tiebreaker in case there is one, because we realize for the teams that are not a part of the tiebreaker, you don't care who wins because you lost. So we now have an instant tiebreaker where the tie will be decided by a rule that I had written in that envelope before the game. I promise you it is sealed. We will not be touching it. It will stay in that exact position the entire show, barring an earthquake or something. Then it would tip over slightly. But if there is a tie, We will reveal that. It is written on a piece of paper. I will show it to you so you know that we're not just picking a favorite team to win. And whoever wins that tiebreaker wins the game. So it's really all up to chance if you get to the tiebreaker. We have removed all agency from you. Is that the best way to put it? I think so. Yeah. Let's get into the game. So we got, of course, 25 questions, 26 if you count the Hail Mary. And the first round is condiments. Every question's great start is related to condiments, preserves, jams, spreads, or sauces in some way or not. We make the rules here as evidenced by our bullshit tiebreaker rule that we just put in. Question 1. If you're looking for state-of-the-art medical care, you should head to what Minnesota hospital? 30 seconds. It's Question 2. What is Shawn Evans' final challenge to his interviewees traditionally called? This is a 2-pointer! Question number 3. What sports venue was the home of Cinema's Gotham Knights in the year of our Lord 2012? Question 4. Mayo, ketchup, and hot sauce combine to make what Southern staple? And question 5. Brewer's yeast extract makes up an infamous food spread from what country? That is it for round 1. Send in your final answer about brewer's yeast. Oh, we have a space here now. I was pausing because we used to just go round to round immediately, and I was scared that we would reveal what the next round is. We can't do that. Not to you.
I added spaces.
You hear that? He's like an orthodontist. Your teeth are too close together. We gotta add space. That is
That is not what an orthodontist does.
They add spacers if your teeth are too close together.
Yeah, but I feel like they're mostly pushing teeth together.
Maybe. Not if all your teeth are in one single line. Just like this, one mega tooth. That was never an issue that I had,
It's like
though.
a mega church, but it's a mega tooth.
Joel Osteen's in my mouth.
Osteen.
Oh no. think it's time to move on to round 2. And round 2 is the Old Testament. Speaking of Joel Osteen, unfortunately, heretic. Can't wait for the sequel. It already happened, Tom. That came out about 2,000 years ago.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. You know there's a sequel to that too?
Really?
Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called the Quran.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah. Each book.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah, the Torah is the Old Testament. The New Testament, that makes up the Christian Bible, and then if you add on the third book, that's the Quran.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Free fact. Question 1. When God first appeared to Moses, what form does he take? 30 seconds. Question number 2. Which notable woman's name means mother of all living? Question number 3. Whose father gave him a coat of many colors? It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. Question number 4. The word atonement appears in which book of the Old Testament over 40 times? And question 5. In the story of the binding of Isaac, who does God instruct to sacrifice his son? Okay, that is it for round 2. Send in your last answer, double or nothing if you went to Catholic school your entire life, or CCD, or religious ed, as they came about calling it, because nobody really knows what CCD stands for.
We called it PSR. You're never going to understand, you're never going to get the acronym.
Pabiblical,
No,
learning,
no,
time,
no.
PSR. Please save me, Lord, with an R at the beginning. What does it stand for?
Parish School of Religion. So if you're in the parish but not at the school. Yeah.
We called it CCD. Do you know what that stands for?
No idea.
I don't either.
Like, was it Catholic specific or Christian?
I think it might have something to do with like ecumenical or something.
That starts with an E.
I'm aware. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll figure out what CCD means. So stay tuned.
it's too dark for you to see, you'll be close to me. I'll give you an opportunity, a sense of liberty, liberty. Say my name in the dark. Now you're in, haven't you heard? Meet my friends, we're all here. You don't need to feel like dancing, you better keep on dancing. We'll be here for one more song. You don't need to feel like singing, you better keep on singing. We'll be your friends if you sing our song. You wanna be blinded by the light, a creature of the night. You wanted a different kind of game, but the rules are still the same, still the same. Say my name in the dark. There's no out, haven't you heard? You met my friends, we're still here. You don't need to feel like dancing, you better keep on dancing. We'll be here for one more song. You don't need to feel like singing, you better keep on singing. We'll be your friends if you sing our song.
Hey, we're back, and there's a countdown until we go away again. Just kidding.
I
We're
hit
back.
timer instead of ticker
Oh, I hate when that happens.
all the time.
Constantly. Ticker? I hardly know her. I figured out what CCD means. Can you guess? This isn't Dora. You yelling at your TV doesn't do anything. No, CCD stands for Confraternity of Christian Doctrine. Obviously.
Sounds like a cult.
I know.
Like a
Welcome.
confraternity sounds like a cult.
Welcome to the Confraternity of Christian Doctrine. Take these pamphlets over to the local street corner and hand them out. That's all I imagine that cults do. And, you know, the whole ritualistic death part. And the fun stuff. So, anyway, the answers for rounds 1 and 2. Condiments. If you're looking for state-of-the-art medical care, you should head to the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota. Amy Klobuchar will tell you a bad mom joke
Do you
there.
know what city Mayo Clinic is in?
I'm going to guess Horseradish Town,
No. Rochester. Rochester, Minnesota.
Edina. It's in Edina. Question 2. What is Shawn Evans' final challenge to his interviewees traditionally called? It is called the last dab. To answer my parents' actual answer, they said, "Who is Shawn Evans?" He is the host of an internet interview show called Hot Ones, where he interviews guests while eating successively hotter chicken wings.
It's a show with hot questions and even hotter ways.
And even hotter hosts. Bring me on, Shawn, I dare you. I'm as big as Shaq. Literally. I'm 7'2". Question 3. What sports venue was the home of cinema's Gotham Knights in 2012? That was Heinz Field, because they shot The Dark Knight Rises, featuring President pro tempore of the Senate, Patrick Leahy, in Pittsburgh. Question 4. Mayo, ketchup, and hot sauce combined to make what southern staple? This was a stumper. No one got it right. It's comeback sauce. Obviously, no one makes a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. It's been here for years. We're all LL Cool J fans here. And question 5. Brewer's yeast extract makes up an infamous food spread from what country? It is Australia, and it makes up Vegemite. Do you come from a land down under? Oh, Tom keeps like going over and pressing like his mic on and then mic off, so I have no idea if he's gonna say
I was
something.
adjusting the volume of the music.
Oh, okay.
I was.
Sure.
I don't know how good this
I can't hear. I have no idea.
I don't know how good is this mic good?
It's probably $5 to $10 for it.
Should I hold it up here?
You can't see it, but he's just.
Hi everyone,
Yeah, it sounds better.
how's it going?
I can't make it too loud because you're loud and it picks up on this mic and it echoes.
Round 2. The Old Testament. When God first appears to Moses, what form does he take? The burning bush. We also accepted fire, but we only gave you half a point for that. Question 2. What notable woman's name means mother of all living? It's not Adam. It's Eve. Eva, as you can see in the bottom corner. Question 3. Whose father gave him a coat of many colors? It was red and yellow and green and brown and blue. The answer is, of course, Donny Osmond as Joseph. Question 4. The word atonement appears in which book of the Old Testament over 40 times? It ain't Exodus, it's Leviticus. And question 5. In the story of the binding of Isaac, who does God instruct to sacrifice his son? He tells Abraham to sacrifice his son on the altar. But at the last minute, God goes, no, don't. I took CCD for 9 years, I think. How long was I in CCD? Until 8th grade. 8 years, probably. I wrote none of these questions from memory. Let's move on to round 3. Before we do that, brief scoring update. Top 5 teams are Olaf School Kids Who Stand Kamala, Alan Rickman. You Drive Like a Blind Dog. Junk in the Trunk, Extra Weight in the Front, and Two of a Kind. But it's still close. It's anybody's game. Maybe not anybody. There's one team that's not doing too well scrolling at the bottom right now. Let's move on to round 3, and round 3 is Boom de Yada. I don't know what this is, but Tom says that there's a commercial to play for you. I zoned out during that whole thing, so I was busy thinking about myself. Anyway,
Great commercial.
I bet it was. I was thinking about me. Question 1. I hope you paid attention. The line, I love when great whites fly, is calling back to what annual event on Discovery? 30 seconds. Question number 2. When it says, and all its sights and sounds, the ad shows what skyline? Let's make it bigger. Question 3. I love to go fast is what Sonic says every morning when he does his Adderall. And also, it shows someone operating a vehicle in the desert that specifically broke what? Aha, that was a long 0. Question 4. And all its craziness shows what director operating a submersible? And last question. One of the final boom dayadas is yelled by someone performing an act from what sport into the Cave of Swallows? That is it for round 3. Send in your last answer to ChartyBot. Double or nothing if you spent way too much time watching Dirty Jobs as a kid. When is that commercial from? Like 2010?
Yeah, I think it is 2010.
Because I'm trying to think of...
It's the year right before they changed their logo.
Yeah, and the submersible thing. I'm trying to think of when that was.
Right, when they went to the Marianas Trench. I think it was 2010. No, it was like 08.
Oh.
Yeah. And then they redid it in 09.
Oh. Never saw it.
Yeah, you didn't watch Discovery Channel.
I would watch Mythbusters sometimes, and Cash Cab.
Love Cash Cab. Ben Bailey follows me on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun. Why?
I don't know. Ben Bailey follows me on Twitter.
Put that on your resume.
It wasn't that I followed him and he like followed back. Out of the blue, he followed me on Twitter.
That's awesome.
I know, I want to be on Cash Cab.
You hear that, Ben? This Cash Cab...
I made a trivia show. Do you think I want to be on Cash Cab?
That reminds me of when Tay Zonde followed me on Twitter.
Oh, of Chocolate Rain fame?
I lean away from the mic to breathe, the viral YouTube video Chocolate Rain. He followed me on Twitter and I was like, oh, that's weird, why? And then he unfollowed me. He was just doing it to harvest followers.
Wow. He had like the most popular YouTube video for a long time.
Yeah, that was in 2006. He followed me in like 2017.
Yeah.
When things had kind of
slowed down.
That Chocolate Rain had turned into a drizzle. If you know what I'm saying. Diarrhea.
Oh.
Not diarrhea. He just didn't have a following on the internet anymore. Let's go to round 4.
Imagine all the kids playing this who are like, we have no idea what you're talking about.
I know. Imagine. Okay, my cousin Tess is playing. She was born after Chocolate Rain was released on the internet.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
You hear that, Tess? Tom hates that. Change when you were born. With that fun message, let's move to round 4. And round 4 is, for all of you lovers of internet things, television stars of the 1970s. Can you guess what I was doing while writing this category? Question 1. It's a picture round. We'll show you their picture. I'll give you a hint that goes along with it. It's actually written there, so you don't even have to listen to me. But here it is. Who is this? It's Marsha. Name the actress. Television star number 2. According to an episode that I recently watched, his character, at the time of this picture, is 26 years old. Name the actor. Question number 3. There's no hint. Who is this? And now for the easiest question of all. It's Kojak! Who played Kojak? And our last television star of the 70s. We can rebuild him. And that is it for our television stars of the 1970s category. Finally, a round my parents can be confident in Double or Nothing. Probably mostly my dad, because I have a feeling he knocked this out of the park. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I will try to sell you things, so stay tuned.
You wanna be blinded by the light, a creature of the night. You wanted a different kind of game, but the rules are still the same. Still the same. Say my name in the dark. There's no out, haven't you heard? You met my friends, we're still here. You don't need to feel like dancing. You better keep on dancing. We'll be here for one more song. You don't need to feel like singing. You better keep on singing. We'll be your friends if you sing our song. When you're facing your darkest hour, we'll be right here by your side. You know your friends are here, we're watching. As you lose your grip, we're here watching. You don't need to feel like dancing. You better keep on dancing. We'll be here for one more time. You don't need to feel like singing. You better keep on singing. We'll be your friends if you sing our song. All your friends are here and we're watching. As you lose your grip, we're here watching. All your friends are here and we're watching. As you lose your grip, we're here watching. Don't you sit there, baby? Come and grab my body. 'Cause my feelings going, wanna climb fountain. Wrap me a small poem. Put my favorite song on. Gather all my senses. Be my refuge, I learn. Yes, yes, you chose my station. Now we are surfing the channels. Fast forward with all your forces. You might receive every emotion. Yes, yes, nothing's the matter. We are climbing the ladder.
We're back. It's Fast Facts Live. I'm Dan. Off screen, it's Tom. Tom, say hi.
I'm here now.
Are you sure that you could be heard?
Yeah, I'm holding my mic. I think this is how I'm gonna do it. I don't know.
He paid $5.
I don't
We
know.
get $5. We actually
That's
don't know
true.
how much he paid.
Well,
5 to 10.
5 to 10. Well, it goes $7.50. I don't know why. You're the better mic, so
Yeah.
it probably picks up better. I'm like, it's literally right here, and it's not picking my voice up very well.
I think it might be because, well, my lips move when I talk, and it looks like the sound is coming out of my mouth.
But
There's
it's
actually a
coming out of
tiny
your
little
chest.
hole in my chest that all sound comes
Oh, that makes a
from.
difference.
I know.
Yeah.
I need to plug it up when I go swimming with a little wine
Are
cork.
you a smoker? I'm a smoker.
I've been smoking for 49 years. I am 37 years old. Ugh. I can eat without opening my mouth. Want to see?
So before we give you the answers for rounds 3 and 4, I promised you I was going to sell you something, and that's what I'm going to do. I will sell you this pen.
Yeah, why don't you write your name down for me?
I don't have any paper, and you can't see it anyway. My name
Boom.
is...
Supply and demand. We didn't do this right.
No, we didn't. I hope I don't need that pen in the future. So what I'm going to tell you is we have a Patreon. You just threw a heavier... He's throwing utensils at me. Pen.
Do you want me to get the Nerf gun? Do you want me to get the Nerf gun?
Did you say the nerve gun? Ah, me in the nose.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Now sell Patreon.
We have a Patreon. If you want to give us money to support the show, you can do that. Patreon.com/FastFactsLive. 3 tiers, or you can donate however much you want, or you can donate in the bot. Just click on the buttons up top, and there's a little donate button. And also, another way that you could help us is by spreading the word. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell the man on the street that you pass every day. Get them to play. The more the merrier, the more fun.
Is your nose okay? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's fine. No, it's fine. It's all good. It's all in good fun. I'm going to punch you in the face while you sleep tonight, though.
Expected.
No,
More
Tom,
than normal?
Tom locks his door. It's unfortunate. Anyway, the answers. Boom de yada. Boom de Yoda. Baby Yoda. The line, I love when great whites fly, is calling back to what annual event? Of course, it's Shark Week, as referenced in the David Fincher film, The Social Network. Hey, Shark Week's on. Question 2. When it says, and it's all sights and sounds, it shows what skyline? That is the skyline of Hong Kong, as featured in the Christopher Nolan film The Dark Knight, when Batman jumps off a building to commit an international crime.
It was that building right there.
It was the big building. Question 3. I Love to Go Fast shows someone operating a vehicle in the desert that specifically broke what? That broke specifically, you need to be exact with this, the land speed record, as featured in the Roadrunner cartoons.
We also didn't even give half points for breaking the sound barrier because it didn't.
It didn't break the sound barrier. It was 7 miles under, as Tom looked up.
Yeah, it's speed at the speed level. I'm
Speed of sound?
speech jamming myself.
Oh,
I have
okay.
headphones on. At sea level, the speed of sound is 767 miles an hour. They hit 760, and I don't even know if this was at sea level.
No,
I should take.
you should probably take those off. The one thing we don't know is when that happened, did Chuck Yeager go meep meep? Question 4. And all its craziness shows what director operating a submersible? That is James Cameron, as featured in Entourage as the director of Aquaman in 2005. Starring a very skinny man, not Jason Momoa. And lastly, one of the final boom de yadas is yelled by someone performing an act from what sport into the Cave of Swallows? That is the act of base jumping, specifically, not skydiving, not cave jumping, not spelunking, base jumping, as featured in the movie Snow Dogs. I haven't seen Snow Dogs in a while, so I'm not quite sure if that actually happened. Moving on to round 4, TV stars of the 70s. Everybody who Double or Nothing on this round got it right. Congrats on being born a generation or two before me. Star number 1, Marsha. It's Maureen McCormick. Star number 2, this man, his character is supposed to be 26 years old. The episode that I watched 2 days ago said that his dad was in his early 60s. Look at that and tell me that his father is in his early 60s. No, that is Alan Alda, who is like 93 now, I think, which is good for him.
We need to protect him at all costs.
Yes.
Yes.
What was that? How did I stutter on a one-syllable
I
word?
don't know, but I'm kind of impressed.
You're impressed?
I mean, you're trying to make a living out of speaking.
Man, I'm just trying to make a living out of living.
Oh. How do you
Man.
get paid for that?
A lot of weed.
I'd love to try it.
You have to sell weed.
Oh.
Question 3. Who is this? This is Farrah Fawcett, not Jane Fonda. No communists on this show. This is America. Question 4. Kojak! Obviously, it's Telly Savalas. I didn't have a Farrah Fawcett poster when I was a kid. I did have a Telly Savalas poster. Because I wanted my sleep paralysis demon to be real. And he is! And question 5. We have the technology to give this man some suntan lotion. It's Lee Majors, the $6 million man. For a score update, the top 5 teams, we have the Quiz Cats, don't put peas in that, Two of a Kind, Here Comes the Sun, and Alan Rickman. So now it's time for everybody's favorite round. Toss up, grab bag, what have you. Anyways, question 1. In Peanuts, how much does Lucy's psychiatric help cost? Question 2. An NFL team has never played. Oh, there's more. In a Super Bowl in their home stadium. However, there is still a chance it could happen this year, as what team is still in playoff contention? Question 3. Which is bigger, 1 quart or 1 liter? Question 4. From 1898 to 1902, what team was known as the Chicago Orphans? Really dark. And last question. A president was inaugurated today. following a fair and free election. If you would like to participate in an unfair and unfree election, give me $10 and I'll decide who wins. Who was the only person to become president not having been elected POTUS or the POTUS? 30 seconds. That's it for the toss-up, which means that there's only one question left, and we know that there's only one question left because there won't be a tiebreaker because we banished that away to the Shadow Realm. So I'm going to give you time to answer the last question if you haven't already, and then place your bets, anything from 0 to 10 for the Hail Mary. If you want a categorical hint on what the Hail Mary is, it concerns numerology. Fair?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say that's fair.
To quote a deep cut B-side single release, not released on an album only Linkin Park track, I mastered numerology and Big Bang theology, performed lobotomies with telekinetic psychology. That's not a hint or anything. That's just the lyric that popped into my head when I said numerology.
I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, we are. Let's do it. Here it's time for the Hail Mary. You wagered. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What number do the NBA's Nuggets have on their court? There's one specific number that we're looking for. 30 seconds. That's it for the Hail Mary question. Get your answer in. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it'll be over. Well, we'll have to tell you who wins. So stay tuned.
When it's dark for you to see, you'll be close to me. I'll give you an opportunity, a sense of liberty, liberty. Say my name in the dark. Now you're in, haven't you heard? Meet my friends, we're all here. You don't need to feel like dancing. You better keep on dancing. We'll be here for one more song. You don't need to feel like singing. You better keep on singing. We'll be your friends if you sing our song. You wanna be blinded by the light, a creature of the night. You wanted a different kind of game, but the rules are still the same, still the
We're back, everyone. I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to get right into it. Let's go over the answers. Let's do it. Let's do it, folks. Let's wrap this up. I'm going to say folks a lot now for the next 4 years, possibly 8, possibly less, because I model myself off of the president. That's why I've been such a blowhard these past 4 years. Question 1. In peanuts, how much does Lucy's psychiatric help cost? Of course it's 5 cents. A nickel. Question 2. An NFL team has never played in a Super Bowl in their home stadium. However, there's a chance it could happen this year, as what team is still in contention? That is Tampa Bay, the Buccaneers of Florida.
He has that copyrighted, so we have to pay him now.
Where's my wallet? Do we pay him now?
I think later. I think his people will talk to our people.
Oh, can I meet Giselle? I want to meet Giselle. Or I want to see him kiss his son on the lips. So
We're
what's bigger?
terrible people.
Yes. What is bigger, 1 quart or 1 liter? A lot of you said a liter, but it's a quart. I looked it up to double check during this round. 1 liter is equal to 1.056 quarts. So it's real close. You could say, oh, that's nothing. Well, it's something. It's 0.06.
Wait. What'd you just say?
1 liter
Yeah.
is equal to 1.06 quarts. So a quart is bigger than a liter.
That doesn't make any sense. That means the liter's bigger.
No,
Yeah.
because 1 quart is like point not.
Hold on, I'm gonna go change the scores. You ready? I'm
Yeah,
gonna go change the scores.
go change the scores. I looked this up last night when I wrote these. Okay, what is bigger, a quart or a liter? Is a quart bigger than a liter? I just kind of looked at the number when I did this. I didn't. Now remember this, a quart is a little less than a liter. That's the headline of the Chicago Tribune article. You're witnessing a man fall apart live on the internet. I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm sorry. Have things been adjusted?
No.
Okay. I don't think it really affects the scores very much.
It did.
It did, okay. I need to thank my mom who just texted me, "We love you anyway."
Does she need to text you that often?
Every time I make a mistake in my life, she needs to text me that.
Scores are correct now on the ticker.
Okay, good. The scores are updated. It does not really affect things that much. A little bit for your heart and soul, but not much, in case you were wondering.
The integrity of the show is now tarnished forever.
The integrity of the show was tarnished from day one.
Yeah,
When you asked me, what should this be called, and you listened to my suggestion.
that's true. It's a good name.
I can be bought and sold so cheap.
It's got alliteration.
My name doesn't. Daniel DeJoseph de O'Keefe.
Yeah, no
I've
alliteration.
changed it. Let's wrap this up so I can go sob. Question 4. From 1898 to 1902, what team was known as the Chicago Orphans? It's the Cubs. And a president was inaugurated today who's the only person to become president without being elected. He was only elected by the citizens of his district in Michigan because it was Gerald R. Ford, or Leslie Lynch King, if you go by his birth name. He was only elected to the House of Representatives, and he was Speaker of the House, so he wasn't even elected by the entire state of Michigan, just one little section of it. Now the Hail Mary question. What number do the NBA's Nuggets have on their court? You may know that they play in Denver, in Mile High, the Mile High City, so they have 5,280 on the court, which is how many feet above sea level they are. Not exactly, but you get the gist. So let's go over the winner. We have a winner, guys. Maybe. Maybe we have a tie.
It's a tie.
Okay. Thanks for not burying the lead, spoiling the surprise.
I don't like burying the lead.
I love burying the lead. Are you kidding me?
Can you go over the answers?
No.
Or go over
Starting in last place with 3 points, we have Nola. In 14th place, we have Egg Girl and her busty sidekick Scrambled Eggs with 10 points. In 13th, we have You Drive Like a Blind Dog with 11 points. In 11th, we have a tie between Hocus Pocus and With Liberty and Drama Goons for All with 15 points. With 16 points, we have Junk in the Trunk Extra Weight in the front. With 9 points, we have Joseph P. Ferber and Sons with 17 points. In 8th, Here Comes the Sun with 19 points. In 7th, FDT with 22. In 6th, Quiz Cats with 27. In 5th, Olaf's Cool Kids Who Stand Kamalo with 32. In 4th, we have 25 Years and Counting. Congratulations on your anniversary with 36.5 points. In 3rd, we have Alan Rickman with 37 points. And in a tie for 1st, we have Don't Put Peas in That and Two of a Kind, which means we have a tiebreaker. But there's not a tiebreaker question. I have to go grab the envelope, and I'm wired in, so I have to be very careful. So let's watch. Yeah, I'm limber. I'm a limber man. I should have stretched. So, we have the tiebreaker here. You can see this was written, this was not moved at all during the game. We are not picking a winner here. We had this written beforehand. It is sealed. I have to rip the seal. I don't know how to open envelopes very well. The seal has been ripped. I'm not Karnak. So, let's read what it says. Dearest Dan, you're pretty. Pretty ugly. Ha! Tie goes to the shortest team name. You stink, love Dan. I'm going to make sure that you can read it, so we're not cheating you. The short thing is that they're both team names were the same length. So the tie goes to the shortest team name, which means that this week's winner, with 42 points, because we give you an extra point for the tiebreaker, is Two of a Kind. Congratulations to Two of a Kind on your win this week. Your prize is a $10 Amazon gift card. If you were a patron and you win, the prize will be a $15 Amazon gift card. So if you want to get $5 extra, give us $5 a month. That's kind of how it works. Right?
It's $4 a month.
Well, it could be 5.
It could.
Life is good, but it could be better. Thank you all for playing this week. I don't know. My brain is fried from the past 3 Wednesdays. It is gone.
What is going to happen next Wednesday?
I don't know. Hopefully nothing. I don't want to keep having the show on historical event days. More people play when it's not unprecedented times.
We had plenty of people play.
We did. Today we had a bunch of people, which we're very happy about. But I would like to play precedented times.
Yes.
Let me live through precedented times.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Anyway, thank you, Tom, for producing the show. Can't do it without you. Thank you to our social media manager, Molly von Eschenbach. I realized we did not dance like you had asked us to. So on 3, 1, 2, 3. We're so white. So white. We have no rhythm, no groove. Also, thank you to our Twitch czar, Dennis Tracy. I have been, will be, and will continue to be Dan O'Keefe. We will be back next week with another edition of Fast Facts Live. Thank you all so much for playing. Very special thank you to our patrons. In the meantime, we will see you next week. Everybody stay safe, have fun, wear a mask, get vaccinated if you can, and bye-bye.